Oh, where's Marina?
Ooh, panorama. Ready for another shot. Michael Dorn!
This is fabulous. Canada, I gotta tell you, Johnny.
The best.
I love Canada. It's just amazing. I mean, we've been coming up here for many, many years. And the first time I came up here, in fact, I was talking, I don't know if it was you or Marina, but we were on the airplane and we were going, Canadians are nice, aren't they?
They're all so nice.
They're so nice.
I like Americans, but nice.
They're nice. Americans can be not nice at times. But,
they're like Aussies.
They're like Aussies, yeah. I like Aussies. I love it. You know, the first time I came up,
they love their hockey.
They love their hockey. In fact, the funniest thing, oh, hey, Marina.
Thank God for small favors. Getting the Sirtis.
They took me to the wrong theater.
We were covered for you. We were just vamping until you arrived.
They took me to the wrong theater. I'm really sorry. So I'm out of breath now, so I'm running in my heels. Okay.
You look fabulous.
Thank you. Troy panel.
Nice.
Yeah, Troy. She had the two biggest boys on top.
Yay! Pound for pound, the best actors on TV.
Pound for pound. I want to finish my story. The first time I came to Canada.
Don't touch me.
Oh.
But don't touch what you can't afford, Dorn.
That's harsh.
I think I have $1. And I want my change back. The first time I came to Canada, I had done a bunch of conventions in the United States, and I came to Canada, and I'm sitting there, you know, signing, and everybody that came up to me, the kids, everybody was like, oh, would you sign this? Thank you very much, Mr. Dorn. The mothers, would you sign this? Thank you very much, Mr. Dorn. The kids, thank you very much. I'm like, who are these people? They're like, thanking me?
Yeah, I know.
I'm very nice.
You spend too much time with Clever.
No,
Americans.
The nicest people in the world are in Canada. And I figured out, when you were English, we sent the criminals to Australia.
The bloody ball!
The religious fanatics to America, where they're still going strong. And all the nice people came to Canada.
Michael Dorn did his movie about guns and stuff like that, Fahrenheit 9/11, the guns thing, and he was like, he interviewed people in Canada. He said, why isn't there like more murders and stuff in Canada? And the people were going, I don't know, because we don't want to kill
anybody?
It was great. Anyway, so welcome. Thanks everybody for coming out. I love this. This is cool. We got to start playing.
Yeah, okay, you play, I'll sing.
Where's the trombone?
We had a very musical cast. It wasn't just Brent who could sing, though Brent was, of course, the only person who ever heard sing on TNG. This one sings great, this one sings okay. I sing in tune. But we had some great singers, and it was very musical. Patrick thinks he can sing, but enough about that.
Also thinks he does an American accent.
He also thinks he can do an American accent. Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Remember the King of Texas?
Yes.
What about the Pontiac commercial?
Yeah. Pontiac.
Pontiac. American car.
An American car.
I've been here all my life, and he just comes right in and starts doing all these, oh, Michael, I did an American car commercial. I said, really? Yeah, what about Pontiac? And he says, oh, I love it, Pontiac. It's a car with wheels and an engine that goes vroom.
Actually, talking about cars, one really funny thing. Of course, we all got new cars when we got Star Trek. My first new car was, okay, I have to say before I tell you what it was, I thought it was a really nice car. It wasn't until I drove it on the lot and my friends started mocking me that I realized I bought a Chrysler LeBaron. Convertible, right.
I thought that was a cool car.
I love my...
Remember, I had a Cadillac coupe de ville convertible that my wife would need to get.
That's different.
Right.
That's different.
Yeah, but
this car.
But I had one of the first ones in Southern California, so I thought it was really cool, right? Anyway, Patrick bought a Honda.
Patrick and Will bought.
No, but that was the thing. Patrick bought a Honda and he was so proud of it, and the next thing you know, Will Wheaton comes in driving the same car. So Patrick got a Jaguar. I'm no longer...
You have the coolest car.
I have the coolest car. I have a 27-year-old Porsche Carrera soft top. I'm going to be 80 with great arms because it doesn't have power steering.
But I've had...
He's had some great Euro trash cars.
Oh.
He had the Ferrari.
Had a Ferrari?
The red Ferrari.
I drove BMWs, Porsches,
Mercedes.
And guess
how many airplanes?
9.
9 airplanes.
And I'm going for my 10th.
I'm going to tell your mother. I got him in trouble at a convention once because I didn't realize that he hadn't told his mom, and his mom was in the audience. And I said, big old dumb old stupid wharf, right? He bought a lemon aeroplane. So then he had to buy another one that he could actually fly, And his mum didn't know and he got into trouble.
I didn't tell Jeannie that I was going out with Dorn to test drive a Trinity.
You didn't?
On an airplane. She said, where are you going? Are you guys going to play tennis? I said, yeah, we're going to play tennis. We're going to
lunch.
She said, where'd you go? I said, we went test driving an airplane. Which I'd never done before. That was very cool.
Oh yeah, John, I said, so what do you think about the airplane, Mike? I said, this is pretty nice. What do you think, John? Yeah, it's pretty cool,
What a cool thing to do, to go test drive an airplane with your friends.
Flying around. But my mother, she was like, you could see her. I didn't have to see her, I could feel her in the audience, like pouring holes in me. And sure enough, after it was over, she goes, boy, why do you need 5 airplanes? Mom, it's really cool,
You notice none of us who are married have any airplanes.
Yeah. The married people don't have airplanes, only the single people have airplanes. Taking applications for Mrs. Dorn.
And what about the women?
Yeah.
Nice. That's nice.
Only 2 prerequisites. You have to be able to cook, and you have to have big breasts. Okay.
I'm in!
Should we do some questions?
Oh, that's a good idea.
You want to do questions? Okay.
Do you want to do questions? Yeah. Where are the questions?
Oh yes, right there.
Okay.
Right there with the microphone.
We can't see you, by the way, so we could just see an outline.
Hello, my name is Heidi. I'm from Winnipeg. Nice to meet you guys.
I was just in Winnipeg.
Winnipeg. Okay.
It's not Saskatchewan.
They talk funny up here. Yeah.
Oh, Marina, you should talk. They talk funny? Who was that in the first season? Great name from both of them.
Both of them.
What accent was that?
That was Betazoid.
And you're making fun of Winnipeg?
Well, I'm sorry, but who was going to tell me I was
This
doing
is
it?
a whole game for
Okay,
that.
all right, sure. Oh, hang on, I'm talking of home games.
Go ahead.
Shoot.
So we know that you guys are all really great friends, and we've heard that there was some serious teasing that went on between all 7 of you on the set. And my question is, what were each of you teased about the most by your colleagues on the set of Star Trek TNG?
My accent. No, was it my accent?
No, you were teased about the hair.
Oh, the hair. And the lipstick.
Marina, she's the only actress that I know, I think this is English acting training, where she could fall on the ground.
I know it.
And her hair.
Perfect.
Beautiful. I mean, we were just knocked around.
Blasted with laser fire.
And she fell down and she was like, and I went,
And not only hair,
How do you
she always
do that?
got the light.
I always found my light, yes. Trained in the theater. I always found my light, yes. It's an art. That's what I learned to do at English drama school. I learned how to speak the Queen's English properly, which this isn't it, obviously. And I learned how to fall beautifully.
so what did Johnny, what did you get teased about?
This?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was an early choice.
You know what, something? I like that choice.
Yeah.
I do, because you know what? It's a signature thing.
Yeah. We called him Old Turtlehead. And
No,
and
big dumb stupid.
Big old dumb stupid war.
No. He's the most sensitive Klingon. I mean, I was always hurting his feelings. And then he would sulk. And then I'd have to grovel and beg forgiveness.
He's still sensitive.
He's very sensitive. We have
There was one time where it was early, I think maybe the second season, and I had a date with Marina, you know, just go out.
Not a date.
Not a date.
Not starting any rumors here.
Marina
Okay.
and Friday night, Brett on Saturday night, Patrick on Sunday, just for lunch and something like that. And on Thursday, they all canceled.
Oh.
And I went home that weekend. I said, you know what? I don't need them. No, I was mad. I said, I don't need them. If that's the way they're going to treat me, then I'm going to come in, do my work, and go home. And on Monday, I go in, and I did that.
Yeah,
I walked in, didn't say hello to anybody, walked in. Yes, Captain, that should be a good idea. Thank you, sir. Okay, cut.
No one sulks like Michael Dorn, I have to say.
People were saying, hey, Mike, how you doing? Until towards the end of the day, Brent did it. And Brent comes over to me and goes, come on, Big-O. And I broke, and then Marina, and then Patrick said, Michael, are you going to work with us tomorrow? That's the way you're going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And Patrick, we just made fun of in general.
Remember the morning, one of the 3 mornings it rains in LA?
Yeah.
And you came to work with Skilaghi. Remember
I
Skilaghi?
used to bring Skilaghi, my little Yorkshire Terrier.
It was a rat. It wasn't really a Yorkshire Terrier. The dog was this big. And wet, the dog was this big.
They pretended not to love him. They loved him.
So she comes in, she's soaking wet, Skilaghi's soaking wet. And Michael Dorn and I are friends of Marina, I'd say. We offered to help her out. I said, we'll take Skilaghi and dry him off. So we put him in a microwave. Nice. That was good. That was a good morning.
No, the best one was...
The dog, we put the button and the thing goes around, and the microwave is always...
The best one was...
That metal collar played havoc.
The best one was when I took Skilaghi onto the set one day, and I was standing by the view screen, and Johnny picked him up. Like, oh, Skilaghi. And I'm like, oh, Steve, they do love him, really. They really do. And I turned away for a second. Dorny was up at his station, and I hear old Frakes here going, Dorny, take it long. Go long, right?
Yeah, the thing was that nobody was immune from teasing on the set.
I mean, I remember Patrick used to do, he used to do this. I am Jean-Luc Picard of Starship Enterprise, right? And I would stand behind him going, oh, Patrick, take your hands hands off your hips. You just look like a big Nancy boy.
Because the other two positions had already been taken by Michael and me.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Two safe positions on the bridge.
We had no pockets to work with.
So, next question, please. Anybody?
There she is.
Okay.
Where?
Perhaps this would be a good tie-in to teasing and maybe sulking. Michael, Dorn, would you mind retelling the story? I'm over here in front of you. Hi. How you would pretend to murder Captain Picard on stage.
Favorite stories.
Well, that's the one thing that I was always teasing Patrick about, was that he always sat in that chair like he was king. You know,
That's what we called it, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. And so after they'd say cut, I'd be behind him, you know, like on horse position. And he'd sit there, and I'd look clear, I'd say, the king sits unaware that death lurks in the form of, and whatever I could find, that death lurks in the form of a tricorder. And Patrick would go, and he'd die for 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
It's like Hamlet. Remember in Hamlet, the end, it takes 20 minutes for Hamlet
20 minutes to die.
Patrick.
That's it.
You remember the day that you had the raw egg and you leaned over the top of the bridge and old Baldy was there and he just smashed that egg right on top of the table. Albumin yolk dripping down his face.
That was a dream.
That was a dream.
But I did do this thing where I'm looking, and I always see these guys from behind. I never see them, they're facing, never facing each other. And every time I look around, there'd be Johnny, beautiful head of hair, Marina, gorgeous hair, and Patrick, there's this ball thing. And I do this bit. He wasn't looking, and I go. Yes, who's next? Okay.
As the first true Klingon in the Federation, how did you feel about playing that role, and how did you decide to go out so peaceful for a Klingon? And I also wanted to say, I like you and Castle.
Hey, before I answer that question, I really want you guys to do one thing for me. If you really care, you like Castle, go on Facebook and Twitter and all that type of stuff. Whatever you can do, go on the Castle website and say, you want to see more.
So while you're at it, vote for me on Dancing with the Stars for next season.
Actually, we talked about, this morning talked about, you know, how we got the job and things like that, and I was the last one cast, but the thing was, I went on the set, and I saw that everybody on the set were great friends, you know, and their relationships had already started, their characters, and we're going out in space, and we're great, we love each other, and I decided to be the opposite, and that's what started his kind of gruff and surliness with the whole thing. But otherwise, I just basically gave the writers just the stuff that they needed. I mean, they wrote all that stuff. I didn't have anything to do with the writing. I mean, they took it from my attitude on the set, and they just took all of it. So it really is their doing.
Yeah. Good.
Hello guys.
Good.
My name is Armin. Just want to say big fan of the show. I was born in '87, so I actually grew up with the show. I can't even remember the first episode I saw. My question is for John. Did it piss you off when Troy and Worf hooked up?
Excuse me, it pissed me off when Troy and Worf hooked up.
More than you know. Not nearly as bad as when she hooked up with Devin Wow.
Oh.
Making breakfast, candles in her room, dinner.
as I said yesterday, one of the things I regret doing was throwing so many tantrums. They weren't unjustified, I have to say. I was justified in my anger, but I've handled it wrong. But I think what happened then was the producers found different ways to punish me, right? As you noticed, out of Gate tonight, I was the only one who ever had to wear prosthetic makeup in any episode. I was the one who got the total losers as love interests. You know, when Patrick had a love interest, he had a say in who he got, right? I think he did. I never got a say. I just had some lots turn up on the set on a Monday morning and I was stuck with him for 7 days.
That's a tough thing to say.
I know, but they're not here.
Yeah.
I know.
My love interest had to be killed.
Yes. As per my orders.
Partners a la Uta.
Donnie, what are you doing?
He's a cinematographer.
Oh.
He's documenting the 25th
He's documenting the
anniversary.
25th anniversary. And I know I'm making fun of him, but I know we're going to be thankful that he's
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Question. Yes, sorry. Girl. Yeah.
Hi. Worf got beaten up on screen a lot.
By me. I broke his wrist.
Did he ever actually get injured, or was it all...